At the beginning of the movie, we're introduced to David. David was severely beheading someone and keeps on damaging his neck until the axe is broken. He goes to a hardware store to repair it. A long time goes by, he notices a mysterious insect at his house, and he breaks it into the pieces with an axe. Out of that, his axe breaks once again and he goes to the hardware store for repair. When he goes back home, he watches the same person who he killed prior. He seemed a mysterious zombie because David has separated his neck from his body. His neck was stitched, he brings out his axe again, and the man states that this is the same axe by which you have killed him. In the next scene, we notice David in a restaurant who comes for an interview with a reporter. As the reporter asks David who you are, David informed me about last night. He received a call from his friend John, who calls him to come at midnight. He goes along with his weapons. He leaves to meet John. There he watches a girl that tells them that she watches his friend who died 2 months ago. He tries to hurt me. This sounds strange to them. Because of insisting of John, they reach her house. After reaching here, the girl informs that she watches him in the basement, but they both don't see anything in the basement. During this all, they find plenty of meat in the fridge. Watching this, they become astonished. During this all, they remind the girl looks like their friend. Knowing this, they become scared. They suddenly glance at her, who sits there, and they ask her to go. Suddenly her body transforms into numerous snakes and they become scared. David tries to escape but he couldn't. Later on, the meat inside the fridge comes out and merges together into a shape. The meat-made monster grabs David and considered him something different. The monster states that Marconi, you couldn't beat me. Listening to this, David says that he isn't Marconi, and he leaves David. In the next scene, David to the Reliance newspaper states that he has $83 in his pocket. David tells him about his dream. Listening to this, he becomes impressed by David. David informed him that this starts before many years when he was sleeping when John called him. John was scared a lot and was calling him into his room. When he reaches there, John laid him down on the floor and states that they have to leave, otherwise they'll attack. David doesn't understand anything, and later he checks a bag, and inside there he finds a gun. Meanwhile, we notice a gigantic dangerous spider upside, but David couldn't see that. Later on, he sees a black drug and becomes astonished. When he asks John, he becomes confused and doesn't answer. John suggests he go to a safe place. They both go to a restaurant, and David tells John that his friend named this drug soya sauce. After taking this, the doors of the other world open and he asks him that has he taken drugs. He answered yes, how I could miss it. Here we notice that he remember everything that never happened. He comes from the other world of the creature. Now David receives a call from John. It seems that it might be recorded, but it was actually John. He realizes that he is John from another world who is sitting in front of him. Knowing this, he becomes astonished and asks John that was sitting there to go with him. When he sits in the car, mistakenly a needle injects him and he terrifies and throws it out. When he was driving the car, someone holds him and put a creature in his dress. When he tries to stop the car, the creature stings him. When the man asks him to drive the car, but John was completely faint there. The man talked weird stuff with David which David didn't understand. Now David sets fire to that creature and throws it out, also kicked with his feet. When he comes near the car, the man disappears from there. Later on, an officer comes who invites him to come with him. He investigates David and asks him to tell honestly whatever is going on. David knows what the detective is got. This all was happening because of the drugs, to speak. Now detective informs him that at last night party everyone there was killed. The rest of the survivors are in the worst condition. 3 people are missing and your friend John is in the worst condition. This all happened after taking drugs. In the next scene, the restaurant scene is shown. The reporter informs him that this all happens because of drugs, and a few years ago the students died were because of taking drugs. You're still in the intoxication of drugs, that's why telling about money in my pocket and dreams. Now David takes the reporter near the car and shows him the strange spider creature which we have seen in John's room. Watching this all, the reporter becomes afraid because he considered everything fake. David tells the reporter the next story. Now the detective tells David that he is going outside and will ask all the story when I'll back. Later on, David receives John's call. He was quite surprised and John tells him the exit way. He tells him that he has an office, but John tells that he isn't real. He asks him to watch the mirror. When he watches, he finds no one except him. He was alone. He feels that the officer couldn't hurt him. When he tries to get himself out of the office, suddenly attacks him. He tries to press his neck. David instantly pulls his hand, and the hand of the officer separates. But the hand was completely wrapped with his neck and his neck starts to be pressed. David leaves the room. Instantly the hand disappears. When he comes out of the room, John calls David to check the house of a friend. When he reaches his friend's house, he watches blood everywhere. He watches on TV that a detective officer is shooting him with a gun. Watching this, he becomes surprised. Meanwhile, he notices a detective coming near to him. During this, he finds 2 pills of drugs that start to walk. He has to take the pills to save John. Although one gets into his nose and second makes a hole in his cheek and gets in. Now, weird things start into his mind. Here the office comes and he finds a man in mysterious condition. In his body, the strange transformation was happening. The detective tells him that he is the same person who opens the door of another world. I'll close the door. He shoots David and David realizes that his future was showing on the TV. But David doesn't die with a bullet. When he restores his consciousness, he takes his car and goes out from there. John tries to communicate with the dog that was sitting in the car. He starts to talk because he has taken drugs. John tells him that their several friends are still alive. Here we notice the drug chooses David itself, and if David doesn't use the power, he'll die. Later on, David reaches his house, where his friend was also present. He was transformed completely. David becomes afraid and shoots him. He becomes alive again and punches David, out of which David faints. When he awakes, he finds himself in a container where his friends and John too were. Dog licks him and he becomes fine. Now, their friend was taking them into a place where he indicates a door of another world. He asks them for help to open the door. Meanwhile, David watches a packet and runs to hold it. His friend stops him and opens the packet himself, in which it was written to check the trash can. He was checking the can and the detective comes to kill him. The detective sets fire and comes closer to them to ask them to come with him. On the way, the eyes of the detective mysterious were torn out. Insects start to come out of his mouth. Because of this, car has an accident and the insects get into his friend's body. That's why David shoots him and sets fire there later. Afterward, they start to enter another world. After this, John takes out weapons from his car. They open the door with the help of their friend Amy, but Amy couldn't get in. Her dog becomes successful to get in. On entering inside, they notice a hole and from backward a man appears. He informs them he has been waiting for them for a long time. Because you're the human that could go into another world. Later on, he meets them with a doctor who gives them weapons. With the help of a liquid pole, they transfer into another world. The people of another world welcome them and tell them about their history. That creature ruined them after attacking them. Then they take them to meet the creature monster, which was gigantic. As he takes people, he becomes giant. Here we know he is about to reach David's world soon. Knowing this, David turns in the gun weapon and attacks on guards and people there. Out of that, David was about to fall near the monster. John kills all the guards and sets them on fire and rescues him. When they try to escape, the countdown of the machine stops. The dog of Amy turns it on and after taking that jumps on the monster. Out of that, it was a huge explosion, but they both escape and comes out of a door. The doctors were already there and they take them out. Later on, we know that the reporter has already died and isn't in his own body. When he knows, he becomes frustrated. He starts to fight David. When he checks the cat, he notices his dead body. His neck was severely cut and separated from his body. The reporter realizes from this that David had killed him. David states to him that he hasn't killed him. Watch your body, it is here for a long time. After that, the report was about to leave. David tells him that he has used his body in his project after his death. Listening to this, she becomes dejected. He disappeared in a while. In the next scene, we watch David and John playing basketball. In front of them, a door of another world opens. Creatures have control of the people of this world and they become infected. Later on, 2 people come to them and ask for help, but they reject. They leave from there and the movie ends.